Toprak Razgatlioglu's long-awaited transition from World SBK to MotoGP is already mired in controversy, and the Turkish superstar is far from pleased. Despite securing a 2-year contract with Yamaha to race in MotoGP from 2026 to 2027, the reigning World SBK champion finds himself at odds with the manufacturer after a key request was flatly denied. As Razgatlioglu edges closer to clinching his third WSBK title in 2025, his focus has naturally begun to shift towards the next challenge, MotoGP. The Turkish rider, renowned for his flamboyant style and fearless late braking, had one simple demand before making the leap: to bring along his longtime technical chief, Phil Marron, the man who has been instrumental in his career success. Razgatlioglu and Marron share a remarkable professional history. Their partnership began in 2018 with the Puccetti Kawasaki squad, continued through Yamaha's factory team, and more recently flourished at BMW. Together they have achieved 168 podiums, 76 victories, 23 pole positions, and 65 fastest laps in just 252 races, an extraordinary record that underlines their mutual understanding and efficiency. However, according to reports from within Yamaha, the Japanese giant has decided not to grant Razgatlioglu's request to bring Marron into the MotoGP paddock. Instead, the manufacturer will assign Alberto Giribuola, an Italian engineer formerly with Enea Bastianini at Red Bull KTM Tech3, to work alongside the Turkish rider for his MotoGP debut season. An unnamed Yamaha executive defended the decision, explaining that the team's current phase of technical development required someone with up-to-date MotoGP experience. "We are in a very complex development period," the executive stated. "Working with a chief engineer who has been away from MotoGP for several years would not benefit our project. We have huge respect for Phil Marron, but we believe Toprak will benefit more from working with someone already familiar with the latest technologies." Giribuola, often nicknamed Albi, is a seasoned MotoGP engineer with a strong resume, having previously worked with Andrea Dovizioso during his title-contending years Ducati 2016-2020, before moving to Avintia, Gresini, and later KTM. Yamaha's choice signals a clear intention to integrate Razgatlioglu seamlessly into the current technical landscape of the Premier class, but it has come at a cost. Sources close to Razgatlioglu describe him as deeply disappointed and angry over the decision. For the fiercely loyal rider, Marron's presence is more than just technical, it's psychological. The Irish engineer has been a stabilizing figure, translating Toprak's unique riding style into tangible results on track. Losing him could disrupt the rhythm that has defined his dominance in World SBK. There's also a growing sense among insiders that Yamaha's move might be driven by corporate restructuring rather than pure performance logic. The manufacturer is currently undergoing major internal changes as it attempts to recover from several difficult MotoGP seasons, struggling to match the pace of Ducati, Aprilia, and KTM. Toprak, known for his fiery personality, reportedly felt blindsided by Yamaha's sudden reversal. During initial contract talks, the manufacturer had agreed in principle to bring Marron aboard, a promise that now seems to have evaporated amid shifting priorities within Yamaha's management. From a performance perspective, Yamaha's stance is understandable. MotoGP's technical demands are vastly different from World SBK, from electronics calibration to aerodynamic dynamics, and Giribuola's recent experience could prove crucial. Yet this decision also risks alienating Razgatlioglu before he even turns a wheel in the MotoGP paddock. In the high-stakes world of motorcycle racing, trust between rider and engineer is often the invisible ingredient that turns potential into performance. By breaking that bond, Yamaha could be playing a dangerous game with one of the most gifted riders of this generation. The question now is whether Razgatlioglu can adapt to the ultra-technical world of MotoGP without his trusted right-hand man by his side, and whether Yamaha can deliver a machine capable of matching his raw talent. One thing is certain: as the 2026 MotoGP season approaches, all eyes will be on Toprak Razgatlioglu, not just to see how fast he is, but how well he handles the storm brewing behind the scenes. Behind closed doors, Yamaha's MotoGP department is said to be divided over the handling of Razgatlioglu's situation. Some within the team reportedly supported his request, believing Marron's deep understanding of Toprak's style would help bridge the gap between World SBK and MotoGP machinery. Others, however, argued that Yamaha could not afford to take risks at a time when their project demands full synchronization with existing MotoGP systems and personnel. This internal debate, according to paddock whispers, led to a delayed decision, one that ultimately left Toprak feeling ignored and undervalued. Moving from World SBK to MotoGP has never been an easy leap. While both series feature high-performance bikes, the underlying engineering philosophies are worlds apart. Razgatlioglu's riding style, heavy on braking and rear-wheel control, may require significant adaptation to suit Yamaha's MotoGP prototype, known for its smooth handling but limited top speed. Having an engineer like Marron who can interpret his natural instincts might have made the transition smoother. Without him, Toprak now faces a steep learning curve, not only with the bike, but also with Yamaha's highly structured technical hierarchy. Interestingly, several rival teams are reportedly monitoring this situation with interest. Ducati insiders have long admired Razgatlioglu's aggressive style and believe he could have been a perfect fit for their machinery. Now, with tension brewing between Toprak and Yamaha, some observers wonder whether this could open doors for future negotiations. MotoGP is known for its fast-moving politics, and a frustrated rider, even one under contract, can quickly become a target for rival manufacturers seeking an advantage. For his part, Phil Marron has remained publicly silent about the situation. Those close to him describe the Irish engineer as professional but disappointed. Marron, who played a crucial role in translating Toprak's unique braking technique into a winning formula in World SBK, had reportedly been preparing to adjust to MotoGP's demands. His absence will undoubtedly be felt not only by Razgatlioglu, but also by fans who have followed their successful partnership across multiple teams. His calm demeanour and meticulous approach have been a vital counterbalance to Toprak's explosive energy on the bike. Some experts, however, argue that this could be an opportunity for Razgatlioglu to prove his independence. For years, critics have claimed that much of his dominance in World SBK came from the comfort of having Marron by his side.